everyone, welcome back to my little world. I'm Katie and I'm here today with Charlie, as always, and my newest little chabo, my newest addition to my collection, to my nursery, to my channel, all of that. And today it's early Sunday afternoon and we had a super busy weekend, but I thought, okay, I would take this time off this afternoon to make the video of his details and the little story time that I've promised, so I can move on to topics next week. So here he is in all of his baby glory. He's wearing Imagine diaper and he's a quite chubby Sculpt, guys. I will do the size comparison video next week after the first topic that I publish. But here he is. So once again, for everyone who didn't watch my box opening, I will put the link down below in my description. But he is a Sebby, a prototype Sebby by Cassie Brace, lovingly brought to life by amazing Veronica Lale, Italian prototype artist and professional artist. And he is a joy, this little baby. He makes me giggle, he makes me smile. It's completely something new, this expression that I have had in my collection so far, but I will talk about that later. Let me take my camera down from the tripod and I will go over the Sculpt details. But let me first start with the proportions. I really like proportions of this baby. He is a bigger newborn. I would say he's about 1 month, 2 months old, or represents 1 or 2 month old baby. Obviously, he's not completely newborn, because look at his expression. He's blowing raspberries at everyone. And the sculpting is so nice. I like the proportions. I like the length of the arms compared to his torso. I also like the length of his legs. Sometimes I feel like sculptors make these limbs a little bit shorter, but with this baby, I am very, very pleased. This sculpt is, I would say, a baby in action. Represents the baby in movement. He's fully awake. He's making faces, showing out the tongue, and he has one hand open and one hand in the fist, and also one leg stretched and one chubby leg in 45 angle position. So he's going to be so precious in summer bubble rompers. It's going to be fun to pose him because he can be laying, he can be kind of like sitting in his little bouncer, which I will show you later on. So let me take the camera and we can go through painting and routing details. I call it like that artistic part. The first part is sculptor's part, sculpting part, and the second part is artistic part, which means I'm going to go over the reborn artist work and the details they put on the babies, as always. So let me grab the camera and here we go. You know what bugs me about my camera, because I'm making videos with my phone, on my iPhone, and when I'm looking through the lens I can see all the details, but then when I upload it, the details are not as visible as when I was looking at it through my lens while making the videos. But I really hope that you will be able to see all the details that Veronica put on this baby. First of all, what really strikes me are his amazing eyes. These are glass eyes, but they're the new type. They cannot be, I think, baked on high temperatures, she said. His lashes are perfect for his age and for the complexion and the hair. And you can see all the details that she put on the skin. Her brows and the way they go kind of like disappear into the temples are amazing. I love the brows on my Julia, on my Twyla, how she did those as well, and on my little Daniel. And also you can see the skin details, the little capillaries, little milk bumps. and she applied, let me turn his head here. She applied 3D baby fuzz on this baby, like very delicate, because obviously he's a bigger baby. But I requested like to put a little bit more because baby fuzz doesn't usually last. It kind of like breaks off or falls off. So I wanted to have at least for first couple of months to have that baby fuzz there. She also painted little like baby fuzzy details on his cheeks. You can see the richness of the color. You can see the ear canal. She really paints deep ear canals. I love that about her work. It adds to the realism. I know that some artists still open the ears. A lot of usually Russian artists, they open the noses on like regular basis, and I know that a couple of them even open the ears. She doesn't, but look at the depth. You can't even tell the difference. It does look like it's going deep, deep down into the ear canal, and you can see like little bumps inside of his ear, little capillaries, and then his temples. I love the veining system that she does on temples. It's very subtle, the veining. You don't have like veins are pulling and they look unnatural. It's very, very subtle, but you can see it clearly here from when I'm looking at it. And then goes his hair. She mixed a couple of the colors. I can see at least 3 or 4. On the behind of the baby, from the back of his head, she was trying to do a little like bald spot. I need to brush this a little bit. He has been lying on his satin pillow, but still, see? She told me to be very careful because his hair on the back, it's like on purpose. She purposely rooted it thin, like little blonde baby boy. And here we go. Hopefully you will be able to see the veins and subtle mottling. Her nails are, the way that she does nails is so natural. We don't have any white half moons. And her matte varnish, it's perfect. We just talked about it yesterday during Ines's live stream, how important it is to really to have a nice matte varnish on our babies, especially for those of us who handle their babies to any certain like degree, okay? Even if you change them only on camera and then the rest of the time they're just displayed, we still want to have nice matte varnish. We don't want to be worried about shine or some paint gloss or anything like that. So look at him. Those eyes are so mesmerizing. Hi! I'm going to dress you soon. Okay, so, and here I want to mention the fact that I really like that Veronica uses neck rings on her babies. Excuse my nails, they're awful. I love these neck rings. She put them on all of my babies. And it really makes the difference for me because you can take your zip tie and turn it on like to the max to ensure that the head is really, really secured. Because I had a couple of the babies, especially one Sculpt, I'm not going to say which one. That baby is so prone to lose the head. It doesn't matter how many times I fixed it and I've been playing around with it, and I've been reweighting the babies, changing their bodies, all that for years, never had that problem, except with that one baby. And I don't know if it's the fact that the Sculpt's neck is kind of very short or it's the body, I don't know. But I really like this neck ring thing because you can pull the zip tie to the max and head is still moving smoothly. So I love that. Look at that. Look at it. Yeah. And here we have those chubby legs. Look at those legs, especially the one that is in 45-degree angle. So adorable and so chubby. I love chubby babies. Love, love, love chubby babies. So let me put him into his little outfit. I will put him into his rocker, and we can be chatting about that little story that I wanted to tell you. Okay, so now to the story time, or the story, the backstory of this baby. Adoption of this baby was all kind of a serendipitous is the word. I don't know, but I think I'm probably my pronunciation. I apologize. English is my second language, but okay. So back to the beginning because I'm getting all tangled up here. So when this sculpt came out, when Cassie was sculpting this sculpt, I thought it was so precious and cute. She kind of started when she was sculpting Sebby. She started with this baby head, and I think it was like during the pandemic when one day she posted the pictures of the baby just showing up the tongue, like giving us all a little raspberry there, like. And it was at first, she meant it as a little joke or fun. You know, like how sometimes sculptors are having fun during the sculpting and they would be posting these faces or babies with totally like crossed eyes, that kind of thing. But then everybody reacted so positively, and Cassie was looking at the baby and she decided, okay, I'm going to actually make this sculpt with this tongue like this. And I love the sculpt and everything. Don't get me wrong, but I think we all have certain way of looking for features, and if I look at people's collection, unless you're very like diverse collector, but people who have less babies, like less amount of babies, tend to collect like only one type or two types of the babies. And I'm usually going for sleepers. That's the first thing, which totally is a change from when I started. I was totally very focused on awake babies at first couple of years. And then this shift happened and I really started bonding very smoothly with sleepers. And actually, I was seeking sleepers out more, I feel. So, you know, him being all awake and that tongue, which is pretty much baby in some kind of action, okay? He's doing certain activity. It's not the face, like with sleepers, that it's like your everyday face, or how would I say, like sleepers, they're constantly in their zen mode. This baby is into something, just like I feel like with Karolinka, but he's even more because of that tongue. So I was very drawn towards this sculpt, but I thought, you know, during my elimination process, I kind of, because I also have a lot of blank kids that I have done, and I have a couple of awake babies there that I would like to have done or done again and to bring back to my collection. So, you know, I didn't put him, this sculpt, on like priority position on my list. I know I am talking like OCD lunatic, guys, but this is how I try to keep the numbers of my collection lower. And you know, so I love the sculpt and everything, but it wasn't like I was really planning on adding this sculpt like into my collection immediately. And then I saw Veronica's version, him. I saw this little boy, and my heart, okay, my heart bursts out about all of my babies. But this baby, I was like, oh, when she showed me the sneak peek of him, even before she released like prototypes pictures, I was squealing. My reaction was very similar to the reaction that I had actually in my box opening. And I was beside myself. I'm like, oh my goodness, this baby is just like, I really had to ask if I could, you know, be able to adopt him and things. So she at first thought that she would be keeping this baby in her personal collection because she loves him so much herself, the artist. But then, you know, she's working on many babies, and she decided, okay, so I will probably have this baby adopted out because I need to move the babies in my inventory, and a lot of babies are coming my way, like the prototype work, and also a couple of the babies that she wanted to make for direct sale and all that. So after certain time, she decided that she would adopt the baby out, and another collector lady from our community, she made an offer that I couldn't match. So the baby, basically, I knew that he found mommy, that he will be going to another collector's home, and that's fine. I was like, okay, that's the part of the game. Okay, we can't have everything, and I have certain budget that I try not to cross, as most of us, I think, even though it's super hard with these babies, because this is a very emotional hobby, and sometimes we get so deep into these emotions that we are willing to cross certain numbers. Okay, it happened to everyone, I think. It doesn't matter which kind of budget or which kind of level we're talking about. I think we all did that. So anyways, I kind of moved on from obsessing about this baby, but I kept going to see his pictures. So that was it, and so I stopped obsessing about this baby, even though I went to see his pictures on Facebook here and there, and I was telling my friends about this baby, how I loved this particular version of the Sculpt. But it was not probably meant to be until it was meant to be, because Veronica contacted me the other day, and she said, you know what, things happened, and the first buyer or first mama, things changed, and she was not able to continue paying off this baby, and she wanted to offer him to me first before other people, because I was asking about him actually as first, and yeah, I got him in the end. So at the moment when I learned, okay, he is going to be mine, and within the budget that I had in mind, I was thrilled. I was so thrilled, I couldn't even sleep for a couple of nights. I was going constantly to his albums on Veronica's page, looking at him and looking at especially certain pictures in certain outfits, and I was so happy. And when he finally arrived last week, or this week, because it's Sunday, he arrived I opened him on Thursday, I was completely beside myself. And unfortunately, I had to work on Friday, ladies. And yesterday, we had a fun day because Charlie's friend, a doggy friend, she was 1 year old, so we went to a doggy party to the park, and so we were hanging out with our friends until the evening. So I didn't have any time to make this video, but I just really wanted to tell you that sometimes things can work out, and maybe you will be able to get the baby on a first-hand market if the first buyer or bidder, they cannot meet the terms, or something changes, the life changes, and obviously most of us, we put our real life as a priority. So you're not going to be paying off the doll when you have other bills to pay. Majority of us, I know there's a small percentage of people who will put their bills and their stuff in jeopardy, but I think most of us, we pretty much know where our priorities lie. But sometimes things, sometimes things come up, and we are able to get our hands on those babies that we are completely smitten with, or on the second-hand market. If you are adopting the baby from a collector who's very, very careful with their dolls, who is taking care of them, who's not messing up the hair or the paint, you have amazing chance to get the baby that is in brand new condition. And I know that this community doesn't like to use that term when it comes to secondhand dolls, but let me tell you, it is possible. And I don't want to be bragging here or anything, but all of my dolls that I adopt out are in brand new condition, because I only use them, I only make my videos, I change them here and there, and I take the pictures, and after that they are being stored, their hair is covered and all that. So you can get the baby on second-hand market or even third-hand market. So it's always, I always say, never lose hope, because sometimes things work out, the destiny comes into play, or whatever you want to call it, and your dream baby can end up with you. So ladies, so that's the kind of like happy ending to my little Sebby story here. He is so cute. Look at him. Look at him. Look at those mesmerizing eyes. And he's wearing his little Peter Rabbit romper that I got from Ines Ribernhüge, her Instagram store, some time ago. And I think I got it for Karolinka, because I didn't have the baby that would fit into it. Like all of my newborns, it would be, I think, too long for them, but he is the perfect size. So, and I was saving this romper, and then I was digging in my bins on Thursday night when I was getting ready to make this video this weekend, and I came, I saw this romper and I'm like, oh my gosh, with his eyes, it's going to look perfect. And I love it. I love it's summer, it's time for some colors and some fun prints, ladies and gents. So don't be afraid of those colors. I know the beige is very in this season again, but I love my colors. I do. So yeah, I think he's cute. And hopefully I will settle on his name this week. Yeah, because you know how I am with my names. It's with some babies it's easy, and with some babies it's hard. And I don't consider it like the problem with bonding. Sometimes I just have a couple of the names and I can't decide in between of those multiple names. So that's the case with him. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, ladies and gents, please do not hesitate to ask. I will make the topic video next, and then I will make a size comparison of Sebby Sculpt with the Sculpt in my collection, so you can see how he looks next to other sizes. I also had request of collection update, so I will be doing that. And request to make a video with him and his studio brother Daniel, with my Sam by Gudrun Legler. So that's coming too. So thank you so much for always being here. Thank you so much also for all your kind love and support on my box opening. I need to go and to keep replying to all of you. I just really, I'm not ignoring anyone. I just really was so super busy this weekend. But yeah, I will be going back to reply to all of you. So thank you so much again, and have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Go out, enjoy the sun, and we will see you at our next video. Bye.